Can I choose my three?
Of course.
All right, I'd like to ask the three who are not currently on the council. What would you do to ensure economic sustainability, which includes, LEED certification for government buildings, or, less paper used for government activities, transportation, parks, etc.?
Very well. Candidate Nygaard, please.
Well, I would like to see more transportation from the Park and Ride, which is a very nice place, but I know that when I take the bus to Mariners games, I have to go to Linwood to take the bus because Sound Transit does not stop at our facility. So I'm hoping that that's something in the future that we can take care of. And I don't work any longer, but I still like to go to Mariners games and Seahawks games. So now, what was the other part of the question about paper use or something like that?
I can't hear.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see more stuff online because I know when I come here for council meetings and such, there are so many copies of everything. So we're using a lot of trees for that. So, and I'd like to say something, if that's possible, about the 236th issue. When we moved to Montlake Terrace, we have had a problem with 236 not going through, and we've been fighting that all the time that we've lived here. I had to, even though my kids were within walking distance of the school, they would have had to walk on 228th, which is a horrible street. So we had to go to the school board every year to fight for busing for the kids. And there is 85 homes in my neighborhood, and most of the families have moved out now, but we have been fighting with Breyer this whole time about having a way to go through 236. It's always been an issue, and I don't know if I'm going to live long enough to see it go through. But anyway, that's how I feel about that. Sorry.
Thank you, candidate. Let's see, candidate Funk.
As far as the environment goes, my plan basically involves with the transportation use, just increasing our public transportation in Mount Lake Terrace and getting people on those things and providing more rides on community transit, because we have this great new park and ride that has 8 floors and 880 parking stalls, but it's not being used to its full potential. And I think that that's something that we need to address. And I think one of the ways that we can do that is by working with community transit to increase the routes in Mount Lake Terrace. I also think that we should continue to support the light rail opportunity that we have in Mount Lake Terrace. They're going to be building that flyer station. It's pretty much already a done deal, and I just continue to support that. I'd also think that as far as for bike riders go, we might be interested in developing an interurban bike trail connection from the interurban trail over into our downtown center so people can go and use the parks over there. As far as with the Civic Center, with the LEED certification, I think it's important that we can start building our new city buildings green, and I think if we lead the way on the environmental thing for the city, that the businesses will follow. So thank you.
Thank you, candidate. Candidate McArdle.
Yes, thank you. This has been a discussion we've had a number of times on the City Planning Commission of how do we maintain environmental stability and sustainability. And I agree with candidate Funk that we need to increase the public transportation, look at providing the citizens and people alternative ways to move around the city with bike lanes and walkability, the ability to walk on sidewalks and things like that. Along with that, we need to keep encouraging the city on their efforts that they're doing right now with reducing their number of copies and use of copy machines and printers. I know with the City Planning Commission, we've elected to go totally electronic with all of our packets and memos and things. So, just keep that on track and keep supporting those ideas. We're also We also think we need to, as we look at bringing in new businesses and developers, making sure that they're building green buildings. They're constructing the buildings in ways that are environmentally friendly, using recycled products, new ways of building, new technology. And I think in those three efforts there, we can maintain the environment.